This episode of the Poundcast is in part brought to you by Louisville Vegan Jerky. You can find their product at www.lvjco.com, and they sell vegan jerky, as the name implies, and they have lots of different flavors, such as pepperoni pizza, buffalo hot wings, smoky Carolina barbecue, and so on. And they also have these sort of special flavors that, they usually have a new special flavor every month. And this month it's Cincinnati chili. It's a co-presented by Alien Workshop. It's Cincinnati style chili, and but there's other fun flavors like Neil hamburger jerky. It's a sort of a hamburger style jerky. There's sesame chicken and Riff Raff's orange chicken. Those are some of the special flavors. And anyway, this stuff is bagged in the United States. It has a shelf life of 9 months, and you can get a discount if you order online of 20% if you use the code word Poundcast. Use the code word Poundcast on your order. You get 20% off. You can also find it in stores such as Whole Foods and Sprouts. So once again, check out Louisville Vegan Jerky Company at lvjco.com. Use the code word Poundcast for 20% off.
Brent talking. Brent, what will Brent talk about today? Brent talking to some pimples. Brent will talk to friends, and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and I'm here with comedian Andrew Michaan and comedian musician Nicky Weinbach.
Yep.
He almost forgot my name.
No.
The last name.
The last name.
Yeah, that
just
one's
the last
tricky.
name.
But what about the middle name?
And you guys are a couple of guys here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the guys. I'm not, a member of your family.
I'm just one of the guys.
Yeah.
I'm Terry in Just One of the Guys. That's the name.
Terry.
Her
That's
name
right.
in the
That's
movie.
her name. That is her name.
That's her name in the movie.
She reveals herself to the other person in this by showing her breasts. So let's see them. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to take them off.
No.
You would show your breasts on camera, wouldn't you?
Not again, no.
Not again.
You've done a little porn in your past.
I've done a lot of porn in my past, and I'll keep it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've never done any porn.
You don't want people to think that. You had to say, I'm just joking.
Right.
I don't want people to actually think that.
No, I've never, no, I don't, there's no pornographic images of me out there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it weird when people, they trust, people send,
Pictures of their penis.
And I'm like, you trust the person on the other end to not do anything with that? I don't know,
Right.
it's weird when they do that.
Right.
Just kind of
But I think it's a very normal thing for young couples to send pictures of themselves nude to each other.
Is that normal?
I think so. I've never taken a picture of my penis, and I think that's rare. I think that's rare in dating.
Huh.
I've dated a lot, and I have a lot of experience dating, but I've never done that, and I think that's rare.
Huh.
That's my guess. When I've said that to people, they're surprised by that.
Really?
Yeah. I think for young people,
I would never do such a thing.
I hear you.
I would never do that.
But I mean,
never.
I think for people,
Not even for a doctor. I'm not doing that for
Brent doesn't even
anybody.
take his
I do
pants in the office.
I do like the idea of the
Yeah.
doctor being like, "Hey, Brent, could you I saw something last time I saw you. I just want to get a closer look. Could you take a pic?"
He's like, hey, Brent, I'm just at home right now.
And then I sent it. I sent him the picture of my whatever's going on, and he goes, "That's hot." That's how he responds to it.
Yeah, he goes,
Oh, what
okay. I like that.
It's
Do you want
hot.
to tell that
There's
one story before?
I've told it before.
Oh, you have? That's really funny.
Well,
But no, I think nude
can tell it
photos
again.
in the dating realm is normal. I've received pictures from women that are them
of
nude.
their penis.
Of their penis. No, I mean that has happened, but
Well, when I was in high school, there was this girl who sent a nude photo of herself to somebody, and it quickly, spread. You know,
It's funny.
Sorry, when you were in high school?
It spread on LiveJournal. Actually,
Yeah, this is a long time ago. It's before cell phones even took pictures, really, right? It must have been like a digital camera.
Must have been. Yeah.
See,
Because that was like the Nokia days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from a different era myself, and there was a picture floating around it was an actual photograph.
Of
I'm
a
not
girl?
even kidding, actually. Yeah,
Of a girl at your school?
Of a high school student.
Funny.
Well, at least I remember this kid. I didn't even.
By the way,
know.
I would love to get that from you if you still have it.
I think it's in my car.
Oh,
It's in the glove compartment.
Oh.
I think. Because I need it every now and then to give me a boost.
Yeah.
You know, especially when I'm in traffic and I need a boost.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
if I'm falling asleep at the wheel, I need a little extra.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys think that's weird, this girl's way older now, so it's not weird. Like at the time she was in high school, but she's a lot older now, so it's actually.
you guys
totally
want to
fine.
hear something
Actually,
funny?
is it weird if?
No, it's weird. Yeah.
No. Say this. Is this weird? Say somebody received a photograph, or even if they were in high school, a digital photograph
Yeah.
of a. Actually, it doesn't even matter who it is, a man or a woman or whatever. They receive a photograph of someone naked when they were teenagers, but then 20 years later they still have the photograph.
Yeah, it's weird.
And what do they do with? Are they allowed to look at that still?
What about this? What about this idea of here's like an idea of like a sketch video. It's like a teen. It's a 17-year-old, right? And he's in bed. It's 11:59 p.m. the night before his 18th birthday, and the girl sends him a nude picture of her, and she's 16. And he looks at the picture and he's like, okay. And then it turns midnight on his 18th birthday, and then he gets arrested.
Well, then all of a sudden, Chris Hansen
he gets
busts in.
arrested. That's really funny.
The cops walk
in, and it's like
SWAT team comes down through the vent
because
or
he could
whatever.
look at that picture when he's 17.
here's
but-
a tag. Here's a tag to the sketch. The SWAT team comes in and they arrest him, and then he like drops the photo, and one of the SWAT team members picks it up, and he's like, oh, and then another police force comes in and arrests him.
Yeah.
You want to hear something?
And then he brings it. Then the police force brings the evidence. He's like, "Oh, here's the evidence, sir," to the chief. And the chief takes the evidence and he looks at it for a second. Boom! SWAT team comes down, and the chief is arrested too.
And then like it's like in a courtroom, and he's like, "I swear, Your Honor, I wasn't looking at the picture." And he's like, "Well, what was the picture? Let's have a look at it."
Exhibit, please bring in Exhibit A.
And he shows it to the whole court,
the whole
and
jury.
the
jury gets arrested.
The jury gets
everyone
arrested.
arrested.
You want to hear something funny?
No.
Okay.
No.
Kind of on this topic of high school, and
Yeah.
when Max and I were in 11th grade, I don't know if I should be saying this actually, but
Oh, then you want to save it for Unzipped?
should we save it for Unzipped?
Maybe.
Because it has to do with our teacher, our AP US history teacher.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, she might be a listener.
He.
Yeah, just save it maybe.
All right,
Or
save it. But
get into
it's
it.
It's pretty funny.
You mean it's kind of incriminating?
Sort of, yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have said the subject they teach. You should have lied.
Oh, yeah, I
Said
know,
it was the
right?
math teacher.
Well, they don't know what high school.
Well, his
he went
name
to.
was. No,
Don't
just
even.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
His social security number was.
I immediately thought of the movie that we saw last night.
What?
When you said social security number, I immediately thought of the movie we saw last night.
Yeah, we saw a movie last.
What'd you
night.
watch?
311.
3 women?
311. 311, the movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. No, what's the?
It's about March 11th.
What's 3?
You know the disaster on March 11th.
Oh yeah. That was
Oh, yeah.
brutal.
Well, it was the halfway. It was sort of the halfway point to 9/11. You know how they
yeah.
celebrate
a third way point.
No, halfway.
Oh, I guess I was thinking. Well, no, it's a third. 3 and then 9. You know, it's a third of the way there.
No, it's
No,
a
it's not.
It's a quarter. Oh wait, a third of the way to 9/11.
9/11.
No, he's right.
No,
He's right.
it's no. But if you're celebrating an
No,
anniversary,
3/11, 6/11, 9/11. It's a
No.
third of the way there.
No.
Oh, I guess you're
If
saying
you're selling
halfway from year to year. But if you're talking about through the year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's
Oh,
6 months
yeah.
away, meaning, you know how you celebrate a
I
half
understand.
birthday?
I understand.
People have half birthdays.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
311 is sort
People
of...
do that?
They do.
No.
They have.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't know about half birthdays?
I heard about it.
You've
I
heard
know,
about it, right?
A merry
Unbirthday.
unbirthday.
I don't know. Half birthdays is a thing. Half anniversaries are a thing. So that's why 311 is sort of,
Well, I know half anniversaries is a thing, especially when you're like a young couple,
Right. A young couple that's taking pictures
or
of
a new-
teenage of looking at teenage pictures of each other.
I'll save this story for Unzipped.
Really?
Right?
Oh, this teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we can
think?
save it. But there were no nude pictures of students in my high school. It didn't happen.
Well, like I said,
How
this
big is
one,
your high school?
Tiny, 100 kids.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you add
It would've really
you
spread
add
then.
about
It's like-
3,000, 4,000 more
Right,
kids
you get
there.
some
You're going to
naked
be getting
pictures.
some
100
major
Yeah. Like
teenage
110
private
kids, maybe?
parts.
So what was your graduating class like?
Like 30.
30, huh?
Yeah, small school.
Wow, that is
Public school.
small.
Public school. Small.
That's insane
That's
in the
small,
membranous
man.
regime.
Were
Yeah.
you really known in your high school?
I mean, everyone knew everyone in my high school. It was everyone.
Right, they didn't need it to show naked photos. They'd seen them already.
No, it's just like there wasn't like I didn't have
tight.
like cliques in my high school. It wasn't like the jocks and the nerds. It was
You
like
didn't have cliques.
no, because it was just like John and Steve.
Hey,
Like it was
that's
like
funny. That's a joke.
no, but it's true. There was everyone
You know,
was an
my
individual.
high school was so small. We didn't have cliques like jocks, nerds. We just had John.
no, I've
and
said that before because it's true.
Thomas.
Well,
yeah.
our high school was so big that we didn't have cliques.
Oh, really? How
I,
so?
that's well, okay.
I mean,
back
there-
in my day, there was.
what I'm saying is, I didn't think there was really like a popular group. You know, there wasn't a thing like that because it was so big.
That's true. There's so many different.
I hear you.
Well, there's so many different. It was 4,000 kids.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, this is what I would tell people. It was 3,000, by the way.
Oh, really?
The beginning of the year would start off with 3,000. By the end of the year, it was 2,400.
Really?
600 kids
How
would
about
drop
Died
out.
every year? No, they dropped out
They would drop out.
or go to different school.
A lot of them would drop out. Yeah.
I heard back in my day that there was 4,000. I don't know how that was possible, but they squeezed them in, I guess. But
That's.
there were.
I don't think
It's
that's
interesting
right.
because the idea of a popular kid, it was. If you looked at who won the king and queen or whatever, or who was
Right.
most popular in the yearbook, they were people I never heard of, but they must have been popular in their scene at the school. But it was such a
Right.
big school
Right,
that
yeah.
you know, I didn't know that scene. You know what I mean?
Funny.
So, yeah, the most popular people were, I guess, popular for that demographic. But I don't know.
I will say this: at a certain point, Max and I, we were friends with a lot of different groups, and eventually we got to know a lot of people in high school, and such that sometimes people would know who we were and I didn't know who they were. I remember driving away from our high school. I think we were like seniors at that point, and this girl was like, "Oh, is that the Weinbach's driving?" And I'm like, who's that? Who? I don't know who you are at all. And
Really?
yeah, that's interesting
So
that
you-
you know who we were.
you were popular.
I mean,
Why didn't you and Max get king and queen?
I ran for prom queen.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and that didn't happen. I did get one of the superlatives though.
Oh yeah.
On the yearbook.
What's that? Biggest, most medium penis?
I got best hair.
Did you really?
Yeah. And Mac,
Oh.
you know what Max got?
What?
Most unique.
Really?
And he's a twin.
Yeah, that's
You
funny.
know?
wow.
Huh.
I didn't deal with any of that.
I think I
stuff.
should have got best.
Did you have
dressed, though.
superlatives in your thing?
I don't think we did.
Best Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we did. Maybe we did, but I don't remember. I
Did
think
you go to the prom?
No, I
Did
did
they have a
not.
prom?
We had a prom.
Really?
Yeah.
There was only 30 people
No,
there.
yeah, maybe I don't think I went. I think I
They had 30 people at the prom.
probably less because not everyone went. I think every grade was able to go to the prom. I don't think it was like a senior prom. I think maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was like
really?
maybe junior. I think maybe other grades went as well.
So maybe there were 60 people at the prom.
Yeah, I could be wrong about that though.
You didn't
know
go
that-
to your prom?
I don't think I did.
Was
no.
your school so small that you knew the ninth graders or the 10th graders?
Yeah, I think everyone knew.
Really?
everyone.
You knew
yeah,
them
it
well?
Was pretty. No, I mean not well, but
Were
it's
you
like,
friends with the 9th and 10th graders?
I think I was. I was
But not the 11th graders.
I was big into
It sounded like you were
skateboarding.
singing,
I was
actually.
big into skateboarding, so I think there were like a couple skateboard friends of mine that were younger.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Did you watch the skateboarding at the Olympics?
I watched some clips and stuff.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it was fine. You know, I mean, I'm not into skateboarding anymore, but
You're more into breakdancing?
I'm more into breaking. Yeah, I won't say this.
I'm more into breaking away.
You won't say.
Well, earlier he said I will say this, and then he said something.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, I won't say this.
Yeah, yeah.
And now we can. Move
That's
on.
it. That's funny.
Yeah, now we
That's
can
funny.
move on.
I won't say this.
I was going to do it earlier, but then
That's
his
it.
story was quite long, so it didn't really. But still, it's
I didn't
funny.
even tell the story.
Yeah. No, you said I will say this, then you told the whole story.
Oh, but I didn't tell
The
the
superlatives
story.
and stuff.
Oh.
How's my hair? Speaking of hair, is it okay? Is it a little too long for you?
Yeah, certainly.
You know what's so funny is
Looks
2
good.
days ago, it's Wednesday now, on Monday, I woke up and I thought, I really need a haircut. I told my girlfriend, I was like, I think I should get my hair cut. She's like, yeah, you could if you want. I'm like, yeah, it feels way too long. Then I went to the grocery. I texted my haircut guy,
yeah.
my barber.
I thought you were going to say, Brent, you looked in the mirror and you thought Brent would think
No,
this is
no.
too long. I think I need a haircut.
No, but I
Is
know
it
that
a
you do,
barber
like-
or a hairstylist?
He's I guess he's. I don't know the difference. He's a barber.
Or is he?
There's
just,
a difference.
It's
a different license.
Or is he?
Oh, I would think he's probably a hairstylist.
Or is he just?
But it's not expensive.
Is he a cutter?
Yeah, it's cheaper than my dog's getting their haircut. That's
Really?
for sure. Yeah, that's expensive. But anyway, so I texted my barber.
Really?
Yeah, it's really expensive. I have to get a groom. It's just like a whole thing. But
God.
I texted my barber
over
saying, "Oh, I want to get my haircut soon or whatever. When can you see me?" Then I went to the grocery store. I went to Erewhon to get some lunch, and this is so funny because this is like 30 minutes after I had this conversation and texted my barber. This woman came up to me. And she just says, "You have the most beautiful hair I've ever seen."
Women are oftentimes wrong about that.
But it was just, well, I'm not saying she was wrong or
no
right.
disrespect on that. But
No,
I mean,
I'm not saying
to take
she was-
away from the compliment. But
But it was just so funny because I'm just like, this has never happened to me once in my life. And it's happening like right after I was just saying like, oh, my hair is bad. I need to cut it.
Well, I won't say this,
Yeah.
but I will.
Okay.
I think from the profile, because you're kind of have a profile in my view right now. I think your profile looks good. With
Okay.
your hair. But
But from the front.
I'm looking at him from the front pretty much, and I'm thinking bad. No, I'm just kidding. No, it doesn't look bad.
No,
I
it's
think,
too long
I
for
think
me.
that yes, I think women a lot of times like longer hair. You
But
know?
then what's the point of,
haircuts.
well, I mean, isn't a lot of, I mean, I have a girlfriend. I don't care. But isn't a lot of keeping up your physical appearance in
trying to impress the
search
women.
of trying to impress the
Yeah,
opposite sex?
absolutely.
Or someone
Or
you're attracted
whoever-
to or
But
whoever
you
you're attracted
also-
to?
But then sometimes some women do like probably a cleaner look.
No, you're right about that.
And I think you want to present yourself the way you like, and then that also the other person likes. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So that's how you find the match.
right.
Well, I have a friend who got married. I have a couple friends who got married a couple years ago, and the guy had really long hair, and I think the now wife was kind of always hinted at him wanting to have him have short hair, and he surprised her at the altar. He had a nice short haircut, and she was like really. She liked that.
She
a
got a
lot
big
more.
boner for that one.
Yeah, she really liked that.
I like the idea of the opposite happening. Like he always had short hair, and she's like, "It'd be cool if you had long hair." And then he shows up at the altar, and he somehow got like hair down to his butt. It's
Right.
Like, how did
He
that
got
happen?
a transplant or something.
Yeah, like a really expensive.
That's so funny. It's like in braids too, or it's like it's really intricately done.
Yeah.
But your hair does look long. I like a shorter look for you.
Yeah, I don't care too much. I just thought that story was funny with. This
But you do
long
actually
hair.
think your hair's a bit long.
Yeah, I do think it's a little unmanageable right now, but I'll deal
Does
with
your
it.
girlfriend think it's long?
She's neutral.
Neutral. But I had that at the store. I've had that before when my hair was getting kind of long,
And
I
someone
went to
came up to you?
Starbucks, and also obviously
Same
I have a
woman?
lot of gray and stuff. Yeah, the same woman from your story, but this one was at a Starbucks.
Okay.
Okay. Not that I go to Starbucks a lot, but I was looking for just a quick snack.
And she complimented you.
And she said, or maybe she worked there or something. She's like, or no, I don't know where she was. She was somewhere. And she said something about my hair being awesome or something like that, or being
Isn't
cool.
it nice when you get complimented in public? I feel like as men, it
it's
doesn't
funny
happen very
because-
much.
But when you get complimented for something you're not that into, how do you feel about that? Say you
I
had
hear
to-
you. Like when an audience laughs at my comedy, I'm like, ugh.
Say you had to wear.
because it doesn't happen that often.
Because I'm not that into it.
No,
I'm
I'm
like, this
joking,
is
I'm
bad. Oh, you guys like this? You guys like this stuff? It's not funny.
Right.
That'd be
What's
funny
your
if you
guys' problem?
you did that like consistently throughout a set. You were
God, why you guys? This
Why you
is
guys
bad.
laughing at
This
that?
is
That
so
wasn't
bad.
funny.
This is
Yeah,
bad.
That was
you
bad
do
comedy.
a joke and you get a big laugh and you go, ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, that's bad.
Really?
That was a
You go-
test.
you go-
you
actually.
guys are a bad
You go,
audience.
hey, so why did chicken cross the road? To get to the other side or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they started laughing. And they're like, really?
Really? That was
Really?
a test. You guys failed.
Really? That joke sucked. And therefore you suck. I'm out of here. You just dropped the microphone.
and they were like really cheer, like woo, like that was like a
I do
a
feel
mic
that
drop
way with
moment.
other people's jokes sometimes. Where it's like if like someone going on before you was like really not funny and they're like killing, you're like, oh, this audience
crowd sucks.
This crowd sucks. I'm not gonna. And then they usually don't like you because they're just into a different thing.
right.
See,
no,
I
that's
think the
true.
opposite. I think if you like this, you're going to love
Oh
this.
no, I don't think that.
I don't think that. I
Because
think
it's usually stuff that's like really basic and dumb. Like I did a show the other day and it was just like these people were like
Really?
really doing well and I'm just listening to their
These
jokes. and
people?
They were.
Oh, you're racist now.
No, wait, no. There was like a comic on maybe two before me or something, and I just was really not into their stuff. It was like very cheesy and bad, and then I did not do great.
I wish you could tell me what the joke was, but that would be a little too revealing.
No, I honestly don't even remember this person's name, but it was just like
I'm going to look up your shows.
it was just very basic, just like I don't.
Had you
like,
ever seen them before?
No, I've never seen them before. It's just like one-linery kind of like basic stuff, like
Not that one-liners
I don't
not that one-liners are bad necessarily, but
no, but I'm just like, oh, like I'm gonna try to be a little bit smarter, and you guys are not going to be into it, and that's basically what happened.
Sure. No, I
Which is also on me. I mean, hey, if you have a bad set, it's on me.
I empathize with what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes you're like, okay. But then you're kind of like, oh, but you guys like that, so I don't really care. I'm not your cup of tea. Not everyone is everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Have you guys been having any kind of problems we can try to solve on the show today?
I mean, okay.
Start with Nicky, maybe?
I mean, this has like been an ongoing problem for the past, 14 years.
Max? Your twin? I thought
your twin of 14
twin
years.
of 14
twin of
years.
14
Because you
years.
guys had a twin transplant,
Well,
right?
it's funny. We do have a bit that we do once a year when we were running our show in New York, where it was a slideshow, and we talked about when we first met and became twins, and we decided to become twins. Anyway,
That's funny.
but yeah, I have like weird allergy problems, and
Bless you.
Bless me.
Bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
Achoo.
In advance.
And it first started off with like I would get really bad heartburn, and I didn't know what it was causing it, and eventually.
That's like Heart of Fire. Heartburn?
Yeah.
Heart of Fire.
I'm talking about Heartburn, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what Heart of Fire is?
No.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. Meaning I listen with my heart.
That's good.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Hold on, can you speak to my chest a little bit?
I'm hard of hearing.
Hold on, let me get my chest out. Let me unbutton it. Then you kind of flash. You show your
And
breast.
you show your boobs.
You show your breast.
And I take a
I'm hard of
picture.
hearing. Can you get a little closer
And
to my
I
chest?
take a picture, and it spreads throughout the high school.
Yeah, it's just the high school, yeah.
Hard of hearing.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. What did you say? No, right here. Speak to the chest.
Hey, speak to the
Talk
chest.
to the chest. Talk to the
Talk
chest.
to the chest.
Talk to the chest.
Hey, excuse me. Talk to the chest. Excuse me? To the chest.
Hey, talk to the chest.
Okay, you were saying you have heartburn.
Heart of Fire, by the way, is the
Yeah,
name
what's
of
that? Never heard that.
From the Red Shoes, it's the name of the...
Oh,
in the beginning, I think it's the beginning piece.
well,
carry on.
there's a song by Earth, Wind, and Fire called "That's the Way of the World," and when I was younger, I thought it was called "Hearts of Fire."
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, that's a really
Heartburn.
good song. And
Catherine Heartburn.
I realized I was eating bread for every meal, and I cut that out eventually when I realized it, and it made the heartburn like go away. I had
down.
since reintroduced bread, and I eat it on occasions or an occasion, but I did develop some serious allergies, especially in the last few years. I'm allergic to rice. I'm allergic to like a lot of different
When
nuts.
you say you're allergic to rice, you mean that based on trial and error or like a test?
No
or?
tests.
Okay.
And there are false positives in.
Have you tried eating rice and like see if it makes a difference?
No, that's the thing. I get really lightheaded, and like my tongue kind of swells, and
Oh, that sucks.
my throat feels weird. I mean, it's like, yeah, especially with brown rice. But that and like different fruits and stuff, and I don't know. Basically, it's hard to find anything that I can eat these days.
So what do you eat?
I often eat, like for dinner, I'll eat chicken breast with a side salad has no dressing on it.
I got a solution.
You can't do dressing?
I put salt on it, and that's it.
Are you allergic to dressing?
I'm allergic to. I get a bad reaction to different oils. And
What about olive oil, vinegar?
Yeah, I don't use it.
What oils can you use?
I don't cook with oil.
What about the essential
Are
oils?
there oils? Are there oils that you can use?
I mean, I can kind of have olive oil in moderation, but anyway, it's just I've been taking this medication lately that injecting myself with it.
Really?
Yeah, it's called
I do that-
Xolair.
I do. I inject myself with stuff too. In your
Right,
stomach fat?
Yeah, in stomach fat. Yeah.
But we're so skinny, isn't it hard?
Max does it for. I have him do it for
What?
me. Yeah.
Have you ever done it yourself?
I can't. It's just.
I do. I
it's too
did it
hard.
last night. I do it myself
You
every day.
stick yourself.
I have to do 2 shots. One on this side of the belly button. One on
Interesting.
this
It's a
side.
prescription medicine.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's hard to
supposed
get
do?
approved too. It's supposed to like reduce significantly allergic responses to foods that you're allergic to.
Huh? Does it help?
I don't know. It's supposed to take 4 to 6 months for you to see improvement.
And you do it every day in your abdomen?
No. It's once a month. You do it once a month.
Oh, I do it every day.
Oh
Really?
man, that's
For allergies?
No,
Or
for
just other stuff?
I've had ongoing health issues,
Right.
as you both know. For
Both
So
of
that's
you,
2
both
years.
of you
That's-
are kind of relate on that tip,
yeah,
I think.
it's brutal. It's been the worst 2 years of my life. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll
Um,
be better one day.
But you have a partner though, at least, or you have a girlfriend.
I
that
have my own Max, and it's my girlfriend.
you can
And,
you have somebody to share your misery with.
Yeah, but she doesn't
Nice.
inject me. I don't think she could do it. I don't think I could do it to someone else. I could do
could
it
probably,
to myself.
I could hit you up sometime if you ever need it. I mean,
No,
just let
I
me
honestly
know,
think that I would have a hard time doing it to someone else, but I'm okay with
I'll
doing it
inject
to
you.
myself.
let me know.
I have a hard time.
I'll inject you.
I have a hard time. Doing it to myself, but
It's hard.
I
You've never
could-
done it yourself.
no, I can't do that.
You can't? I mean, you haven't tried, though.
No, and I don't get squeamish or anything from like getting shots, or getting blood taken, Some people do.
I can't watch like someone getting blood taken in a movie or like a surgery thing.
Oh,
Why is
really?
that?
I don't know. It's just like I just close my eyes. It's just too much.
Really do this?
Yeah, I do this.
Really? You don't just close your eyes. You don't trust you don't trust your eyes to do it. You have to use your own hand.
That's an interesting.
You know what?
point.
You should have your girlfriend do it for you.
Yeah,
That way
she should put her
you have
hand
no
there.
control.
Her hand is so tiny. It won't
I'll do
fit.
it.
Her hands.
I'll come over. Let me know.
You're really trying to upstage my girlfriend here.
No, I'm not.
I know.
I don't want to intrude on
You're
that.
trying
I
to
just
kinda-
want to get in on some of this action with you.
Oh, I hear you. Some of the kind of helpfulness.
Yeah.
So, solutions.
Solution is
Yeah,
this.
fix both
If you
of
want to
us.
start eating rice, check this out.
1 grain at a time.
No, you have to make grains of chicken to kind of resemble rice, and you can get the rice experience.
They actually do have stuff that is like rice,
See?
but isn't. Have you had
It's kinda
the
like
cauliflower rice?
Yeah.
Can you do cauliflower?
I mean, I don't know. It makes me nauseous.
Can you
but-
do lentils?
No, I'm allergic to.
I'm
that,
saying make it.
Look, I'm telling you, it's like I'm very.
No,
limited,
I believe it. I'm sorry to hear that.
And I indulge anyway, knowing like, oh, this is gonna cause me some discomfort. Like last night, I had ice cream and
he got that new.
caused
He got
half
that
my-
flavor I like at
half-
Van Leeuwen's.
Oh,
you know?
really?
caused half my tongue to like, feel like swelled up.
Ugh.
But whatever.
I'm saying that you basically do like dipping dots, but for chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, chicken dots.
Chicken dots.
Chicken dots.
Chicken
Oh,
dots.
and
Chicken
and
dots.
sort of the resemblance to what rice or something.
Yeah,
will
some
make
sort of
me
rice.
trick my mind into thinking this is okay.
Yeah, just throw chicken breast in the daughter, and it'll kind of get all dotted
Yeah.
up, and then
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
You got to get a. You have
You
to
gotta
buy a
get- you
daughter.
gotta buy a
yeah.
daughter.
You can probably get it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Brent, you've always wanted to have children. I think you can get a daughter on Amazon.
Nah,
actually.
DOTTER. This one's way different.
I don't know. I'm thinking DAUGH.
Oh, a daughter, yeah.
A daughter,
Daughter. Yeah. Oh, daughter. DAWGHT.
Daughter.
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 My daughter. My mother or my sister, my daughter.
Anyway,
you know what that's
yeah,
from,
you
right?
gotta fix us, Brent.
Daughter, get that
You know what-
trash off
you
my
know what that's
land,
from?
daughter.
My daughter. My sister. My daughter.
Would you say the recent
Chinatown.
past has been the hardest that you've dealt with health stuff in your whole life? I know you've had health issues ongoing.
Since the quarantine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been the hardest. Like
Here-
the most depressing.
Here's my solution for both of you.
Yeah,
You guys have some health issues, right?
big time.
Why don't you guys become spirits? I don't mean that in a dark way. I just mean transcend your bodies.
I wish I
Again, I
could.
don't mean that in a dark way.
We both
Transcend
do
your-
transcendental meditation.
Yeah, we do TM.
Oh, have you guys ever met up in the sort of nether realm? Or-
Yeah, that's where we chill. Yeah, we chill up there.
That's where
What are
we
you
feel
talking
most
about?
comfortable.
Right. Do you guys sort of eat all the chicken and rice that you want?
We're
or-
kind of not. It's kind of beyond that up there.
Are you eating
You don't-
chicken these days?
I am eating chicken these days.
How's it going?
Fine, doesn't help me.
Does it
But I
get you
started.
balking?
It gets me balking a little
Yeah.
bit, but no,
I listen
just,
to Bach while I'm eating chicken.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
No, you guys should go into the realm and just sort of, experience each other's auras. Do you guys ever think about doing that?
No,
No.
You both do
It's not really
transcendental
like
meditation,
that,
I do. Yeah, I used to do it way more.
but I used to
regularly.
do it more, but
otherwise known as trademark.
Yes,
Yeah.
trademark. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks to David Lynch.
Yeah.
sometimes you're supposed to do it like 20 minutes
Twice
a day.
Did you learn it at a class or did you learn it online?
I was learning a class.
Oh yeah.
I went to a class.
You took a class, eh?
Not just you had
Did
to
you
go
go
to
to
a
your-
few of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
I
get
did
your
too.
ohm?
You mean my mantra?
Your mantra?
Your mantra?
I did.
Yeah.
It's a personal mantra that
Yeah.
they gave it to you.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, they claim that it is, but there's just like 20, and it's just you get one of them.
They reuse them.
Yeah, big time.
Really?
And I've heard that it's kind of like pretty clearly just like based on what year you were born.
Really?
But I
Okay.
do know my mantra, and I have never said it out loud, as they tell you
Right,
not
yeah.
to.
And
Have you ever
haven't been able
forgotten
to
your
verify
mantra?
that by asking somebody else what their mantra is? Or have you gotten other people's mantras?
No, but I looked online of what the other mantras are, and I saw mine in the list, and it was
really?
if you were born around this time. And,
I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry.
You guys probably have the same mantra then.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Well, he's actually born 15 days after us.
No, I don't think she even knew my full birthday. I think it was like more year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we might have the same mantra.
That's interesting.
Does it sound like? No, I'm just kidding.
Have you ever forgotten your mantra?
No,
Because the guy that taught me was like, if you ever forget it, just text me and I'll remind you.
You know what's so
Just
crazy?
text me your birthday and I'll let you know.
That's very funny. I have a story about TM. So I did someone buy you the class as a gift, or you invested in yourself?
I bought it myself.
Yeah,
I got a discount.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's David Lynch's foundation. They're all, I don't know. I think they're all.
You did David
that.
Lynch's foundation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all under that.
Really?
Yeah. The official TM thing.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's all his foundation.
Official trademark.
Yeah.
Is this okay? I'm just doing this.
Yeah. Can I have some?
On camera.
Oh my God, that is so obscene.
It's gross. So
Somebody's gonna take a picture of it.
Actually, it's being hidden actually right now.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of interesting.
What's interesting? What's interesting?
Nothing.
What happened? What's interesting?
Seeing yourself?
Yeah, seeing yourself.
No, wait. Something's happening.
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
I
You
did.
mean, what? Legs?
Crotch? Yeah, the crotch kind of thing.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
No, this show is all about
Yeah,
crotch
it's all about
shots.
crotch shots.
We do crotch shots now. That's
No,
what,
so I took a TM class. This was years ago. At this point, this was maybe 8 years ago, and I enjoyed it. And the way it works, as you know, is you take like a week of classes or something, and then you're with the same group during that week. You're with like 20 other people or something.
Mine
And then
was really a lot smaller.
okay, mine was 20, and then you come back like maybe 2 months later to do like a refresher.
his was 4,000.
4,000 people.
Yeah, no,
Funny.
That's funny.
3,000.
You come back and you do like a refresher course 2 months later. The refresher course is not with the same group of people because you just pick one day to do a refresher course, and it's with a bunch of different people who kind of have come in and out during different points. It could even be someone who took their first course 10 years ago, because you can always go back for a refresher course, right? All this is to say that you do the same class with a group of people, then you come back for a refresher course. I went back for a refresher course. It was the same teacher. It was a guy. He knew everyone's name.
Wow.
Even though they had like done different courses at different times, and he remembers your name, which is kind of crazy because this guy's teaching classes every week of like 20 different people every week.
That's crazy.
Somehow knew everyone's name. Then this gets even crazier. During my refresher course, there was a fly that was like flying around. This guy's been doing TM since he was like 5 years old.
And he just sort of was sitting there, and he went, and it just like, got the fly.
Chopsticks
Exactly.
to catch it.
No. So there's a fly in the room, and he's kind of trying to shoot the fly, and it's like it's taking so long for him to shoot the fly that it's kind of getting comical almost. It's like, this is taking a long time. And then in the middle of him shooting the fly, he looks at me, and he goes, "Oh, there was a fly in the room when you were in your first course, wasn't there?" And it was something like I had even forgot. And
Wow.
but I totally remember when he said it in that moment that like there
Wow.
was a similar situation with the fly, but it's just like, how in the world does his brain remember that?
TM.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It made me like believe in it, because I'm like, this guy is sharp. Like I just couldn't imagine that he would. It almost seemed like a magic trick, like a parlor
Right,
trick
like
or
a-
something. It
yeah.
was so absurd. But he's just, I don't know, having done TM his whole life, his brain is very sharp. It could be just be genetics, but I think it's because
I
of
wish I
practice.
had done it since I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like that would have been good.
Do you think it's been helpful to both of you?
I think it helps, but it's hard
Yeah.
to maintain doing it like all the time. And you're supposed to be able to do it anywhere. So
What does it
I
make
do it
you
on the
do?
subway.
Fall asleep?
No, it just takes 20 minutes.
What does it make you do?
You kind of just like,
No, how do you feel afterward? How
you
does it
feel
benefit?
refreshed, I would say. Maybe
Refreshed.
a little relaxed.
Yeah.
It helps me. I've been dealing with health issues, as I've said, for 2 years, and I think meditation helps a little bit.
You?
I think it helps too.
Huh. You just feel more at ease, refreshed.
Yeah.
Do you ever fall asleep on accident?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I bet you I'd fall asleep every time.
Well, I've used it before to fall asleep.
Yeah,
Oh, dip.
yeah.
Does it give you a different kind of dream?
Yeah, we meet up, we hang out, we chill.
Another realm?
But no, my place, they have like every Sunday you can, if you want, they have a group meditation.
It's in Brooklyn.
It's in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
That's a good New York accent.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. You live in Brooklyn? You go to Brooklyn?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
from New York.
near the
Brooklyn.
Barclay Center, you know?
Oh yeah, is that where your place is?
Yeah, it's near
Where?
there.
Okay, near Barclays Center.
Barclay. So, all right, what else has been going on though?
Well, I make sure I save it for Unzipped, I guess.
Yeah, man, here's what we're gonna do on the Unzipped. Okay, we're gonna do. You know how on the Patreon I do top 10 lists sometimes. You know how I do that, right? I do top 10 Michael Jackson songs or whatever. You know, I do top 10 Janet Jackson songs or whatever. Or I do
top 10
Tito Jackson songs or whatever. Well, more Jermaine. Tito never did it like that, but Reby, whatever. We're gonna do top 10.
No, top 20.
Top 20.
What?
Disney songs, and they can be from live action too.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I didn't know about this. You expect me to be here for this?
Hell yeah.
I don't know about any Disney songs.
We're gonna have to figure it out.
Brent didn't do a list either.
I didn't do a list.
I did it though.
Was it told? Were we told in advance?
No.
Oh.
No, and I'm gonna wing it.
Okay.
Well,
you can wing it too.
The reason I did this was Billboard magazine. They released.
Doesn't he own this podcast network, Billboard? Oh, Bill Burr. Sorry, that's Bill Burr. I thought Bill Burr. I forgot. Sorry, that's Bill Burr.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's good. I like the. It took some time before you said. You said you relayed. Oh, Bill Burr. Billboard. They released a thing that was top 100 Disney songs of all time, and it was kind of a bad list,
Right.
and it was almost kind of purposely trying to promote the new Little Mermaid movie. Anyway, I was like, well, what if I actually did this, And so
Right, funny.
Wow.
So we'll save that for Unzipped, I guess.
Yeah, we'll save it for Unzipped. I mean, maybe we can get some kind of chart up. Maybe I don't know, Aaron. I don't know if that's easy. We can get some kind of chart up, and then we can kind of go down the list or
It's
something
tough.
like
There's
that.
a lot of good songs. Yeah. What else we got going?
I don't know. I mean, what else is going on with you? You got what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
I don't really.
And can you do a Michael Jackson impersonation?
I don't think I can.
You can't do it in a Michael. You were able to do a Brooklyn accent. You
Yeah,
can't
I
do it in
know, but I
Michael
kind of
Jackson?
put all my energy into that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Stevie Wonder? Can you do an impression?
Don't think so.
Can you? No, not like that. Vocally.
My shady amor.
No, not singing, just talking.
Hi, I'm Stevie Wonder.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit like that.
Yeah, I just, I got these people coming to my studio, and we're gonna make a good,
It's pretty
strong
good.
song.
It's pretty good. Do you like him?
Stevie Wonder or
Nicky.
Or Nicky? Yeah. Yeah, I like Nicky. Yeah, he's a friend. Yeah.
Stevie Wonder is one of my top 5 favorite artists of all time.
Not just in music.
Not just in music.
Oh, wow.
Well, no. In music, he's one of my top 5.
He's one of my top favorite chefs of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you eat these days?
Different food.
How's chicken been these past couple? When did you start doing chicken?
Maybe a year and a half.
Nobody
ago?
calls him chicken.
Year and a half?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you liking it?
No, I mean,
don't.
look, I was vegan for like 10 or 15 years. I started eating chicken and fish a little bit to see if that might help with my health issues. It didn't, but I've eaten chicken here and there thinking, hey, maybe this will continue to, maybe this is helpful for me for whatever reason.
Have you eaten chicken and replaced something else or cut out something else that maybe you thought, oh, this could maybe potentially be bad for me?
No, my diet is extremely clean. I eat really well. My diet is not the problem for my health issues for whatever reason. That's just, I don't think diet is the problem. But I don't eat a lot of chicken. I eat chicken like once a week, maybe.
You ever get the Gerber chicken sticks?
No.
Those are good.
The baby food?
Yeah, man, they're real
That sounds
good.
Oh,
gross.
Brent's-
They're like little fingers, right?
Yes.
No.
Brent's really into baby food in general.
I know
Well, I'm not
this.
really into baby food in general.
in general.
I'm interested in baby food.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I'm not really into it.
Would you do breast milk?
No.
The natural baby food?
The original baby food.
What if it was like offered to you and you knew it was clean and everything was chill?
The breast milk?
Yeah.
No, I don't really drink.
What if it was Andrew's breast milk?
anymore?
Oh, you don't drink milk anymore. That's
if it was
why you
from your
wouldn't drink
penis and it was, from you, then
it?
yeah.
That's why you wouldn't drink it, because you don't drink milk?
If it was from your penis and it was from you, then all right. What?
You'd have to milk it yourself, though.
Yeah, you milk it.
You milk it.
I wouldn't. I just don't really drink milk anymore. But if I drank milk and it was clean,
Yeah, clean.
You don't drink
from a
milk,
human.
though.
From a human.
Would you?
Would I
do-
drink it? Yeah, I
I
would
don't
try it.
think
I would
I
see what
would.
it tastes like. I guess.
I don't know. I don't think I
But
would.
you don't drink dairy, though.
I don't drink dairy, but I wouldn't know if I would consider breast milk dairy. Does it have lactose in it?
It
well,
is.
they
It's
call
gotta
it
be.
lactating, right?
It's
I
got. It's
guess.
got to be dairy. It is dairy.
Is
Yes.
breast milk dairy?
Yes, it is.
But I thought dairy comes from a cow.
Well,
Not necessarily.
no, I think
it comes
dairy
from a goat too.
Yeah,
Goat milk is dairy.
That is dairy.
There you go.
Okay.
Dairy, and in fact, that's where the word derriere comes from.
Dairy, because you get fat.
Because it comes from their butt.
Comes from their butt.
Well, because it's a woman's butt, which are breast-like.
Is breast milk dairy? I'm just gonna look it up. I'm gonna see what Google says.
It
I'm
is.
just
Here,
so
ask
curious.
Aaron. He'll look it
Oh,
up.
he'll look it up.
Yeah, derriere.
Ask Aaron. He knows. No,
What do you
it is
got?
dairy, and that is an interesting thing. Is imagine cheese made from human breast milk.
There was I had a college roommate, and for some reason, he had access to breast milk. I don't really remember why, and he made like a cake with breast milk.
Really?
Yeah, and it was just like in our fridge.
You didn't
Did you
try
eat
it,
it?
did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, I wonder if they sell breast milk on the black market
Right, I know you're not like allowed to buy it.
Or I guess
think.
On the
Sell
dark
it.
web?
or the dark web is what I meant. Yeah, you're not allowed to buy breast milk
I don't think so.
on the dark web, can you?
You can't even buy unpasteurized cow milk. It's like illegal.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's the whole thing. There's like kind of hippies who are like really against the government controlling the pasteurization, the cow milk thing. Because you know what pasteurization is? It's a process to make milk guaranteed not to have like germs and like
It's a fermenting process, right?
it's the opposite. I
Oh, it's the
think it's like you get something really really hot. Like you take milk.
Oh, sorry. Fermenting it would turn into yogurt. I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
Right, yeah.
You get milk and you make it like really, really hot, and you like swirl it around like a machine. Louis Pasteur.
Louis Pasteur. Maybe we should ask him.
Is like a chemist or whatever who invented this in the early 20th century.
Basically, it's like getting a steam
Yeah,
milk.
it's like
froth.
Yeah.
I am the froth. How do you
Anyway,
froth?
but anyway, some people think that in that process of killing the germs, it also
that's what
breast milk is dairy.
That's what
okay.
he said.
Interesting
Oh, yeah.
to know. But some
You
people
got-
think that in the process of killing the germs, you're also killing beneficial positive bacteria that exists in milk. So some people are trying to get unpasteurized milk. It's like a whole thing.
Do you guys...
I got another question for you
yeah.
Go ahead.
along the food topic. You guys eat sushi? You don't eat sushi.
No, I do
You
sometimes.
do sometimes. Do you eat sushi?
I love sushi, but
Okay.
I can't eat rice.
Oh, you can't eat rice right now. But anyways, assume you could eat sushi.
I
whatever.
love mackerel.
Ew.
I do love sushi.
Okay, here's
Well, you
my
never eat
question.
ew on
I've had
mackerel.
mackerel is the stinkiest, grossest fish.
No, it's not. It's
Milk
not.
from any mammal is dairy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and mammal means that they can be milked, right? Is that kind of what a mammal is?
That's
Right?
Right.
Well, no,
right.
that-
I guess
no.
that mammary glands.
Mammary.
Wait,
yeah.
That
Don't-
makes sense, huh?
But don't they have? Doesn't shrimp have tiger's milk?
What?
What?
I don't know. Doesn't ceviche have tiger's milk?
I don't know. What
I
you
don't
Leche
know
mean.
what
de
you're
tigre.
talking about.
I don't know.
Leche
not
de
familiar.
tigre.
Tiger
Okay,
milk.
so
that was a
sushi,
good
right?
one. Yeah.
What do you think sushi grade fish means? What do you think? What do you think that means? Did I
It
ask you
means
this already?
it's okay
Yeah, you did,
to
but
be
I
able
forgot.
to eat raw, I guess.
Okay, right. You can eat it raw.
Right.
But what about it makes it okay for you to be able to eat raw?
I don't know. I assume like it's stored properly in a way that that bacteria won't get to it.
Right.
I guess
so
I would imagine. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, is it like straight from the ocean to your plate? Is it about freshness? Is it about what do you think it's about?
You're about to tell us, I assume.
I will.
I heard the answer.
Yeah. So you can't guess.
No, but I kind of forgot.
Okay.
So I could.
You could if you wanted to.
You know, I it's obviously it's not straight to.
Well,
Your plate.
I don't know.
I mean, you could buy sushi in like a grocery store, right?
Right. But right.
I mean, or like.
but they talk
rolls.
about it
You can
being
get the
fresh,
rolls.
right? I mean, I think fresh is a word that is used.
Sure.
I think.
Okay. Yeah. If that's what you want to put in my mouth, yeah.
No, I mean, like for me, I'll tell you what I thought it meant. I
ahead.
assumed that sushi grade fish was fish that was like caught and then very, very soon after served raw. So like you catch it and then that day it's transported somewhere and served raw.
No, you have to
people.
eat it at the lake.
Exactly. Anyway, that's what I thought.
Or the
you know, and do you think that sounds kind of right? Maybe. I mean,
For the sake of this.
for the sake
yeah,
of the
let's do-
argument.
yeah.
I mean, more so than it being
Sushi
caught 6
grade.
months ago.
That's how in games you can get rankings.
Yeah, yeah.
There's an A, B, C, but then if you do really well, you get the S ranking.
S ranking, yeah.
It's that's sushi
Sushi
grade.
grade, sushi
Hey,
ranking.
what is up with that sidetrack? Real quick, sorry.
Please.
A lot of these lists that people do now, they do like
Yeah, like top 20 Disney songs.
yeah, They do F, D, C, B, A, and then they do the S tier.
Yeah.
I'm like, why not just make A the top one? Why does that?
S is like special. It's like
special.
better.
I
Yeah, I've
guess.
seen it
It's a
too.
thing that's been in games since the 90s at least.
But
Right.
I see these like they do that a lot now, like especially on these
It's game
sort
cul-
of music review.
It's game culture.
It's a thing. They did
It's
it
a
for my
game culture
They did it
thing.
for my podcast, and
It's
yeah.
game culture.
Yeah.
all right.
It's also kind of a trendy thing too.
No, that's what I'm saying is a trendy thing. But anyway,
Do
go
you
on.
like trendy words and phrases? We'll get to that in a second. After this.
I don't think so, cracker. Anyway, I don't know as if that's like trendy. As if that's like a trendy word. It's like so
we
outdated.
could do that.
Oh man, we got a good cracker thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So I would assume it was fresh. I thought, oh, sushi grade means it's caught and then it's immediately served to you soon after, or whatever. Maybe never frozen. Turns out sushi grade is actually it's frozen immediately, and sushi grade means that it has been frozen. So as soon as the fish is caught, it's frozen immediately in like a kind of like a flash freezer kind of situation, like a liquid nitrogen, ideally, like really quickly frozen. And that is to kill any bacteria.
Frozen, like
Mocking.
the Disney, like another, like one of the
Like
Disney,
all your
Let
favorite
It Go.
Disney songs.
Let It Go.
Like your number one song, Let It Go. A little bit of a spoiler alert. But so they freeze it so that it kills the bacteria and parasites in the sushi. And then it can be thawed and then served raw
no,
as,
that's
as fish.
That's what I assumed.
You assumed it was frozen.
I assumed it. Didn't I say it was frozen? I said that.
You kind of did, yeah.
I never heard that. I would have said the Disney thing earlier.
No, time out. I thought the Disney thing earlier. I didn't
Oh, you
say it out
did?
loud because I didn't want
Oh,
people
maybe
to.
you thought it.
Anyway,
There it is.
I just thought that was interesting because I would assume that sushi is specifically not frozen. Because to me, the idea of like something frozen sounds not fresh.
That sounds
you know?
right.
You know
that
what I
sounds
mean?
right. That sounds right.
no,
Yeah.
time out. Did you know this? That
Guys, let it go.
freezing
No, I'm just kidding.
freezing fruits is actually better for you. Like
Really? I had a smoothie this
frozen
morning.
fruit. It apparently increases the nutritional value.
It creases it, like it folds it.
It increases it.
Oh, increases it.
No, it creases. John creases
John
it.
creases it.
Yeah.
It John creases it.
John creases it.
Okay, that's interesting. How so?
I don't know. I ain't
Maybe
no
because it
scientist.
takes you like longer to digest or something.
Yeah, I guess I eat frozen blueberries. You know.
I had frozen fruit this morning in my smoothie.
How did we do that little cracker thing that we did?
So it was like.
We have
So basically, our brother-in-law, his brother's name Graham, and
Graham cracker.
yeah, and so we did this thing.
Well, I kind of had this thought. Hey, do you ever call your brother Cracker, as in Graham Cracker? You know?
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, then we kind of came up with this dialogue. Go
It was
ahead.
like-
It goes like this.
Hey, did you see that cracker the other day?
Which cracker?
Graham cracker.
Okay. That's it.
And your answer is okay.
Right. Doesn't make sense.
That's
you
what
know?
it- yeah, that-
it doesn't make sense really.
It's-
You know?
yeah, it doesn't make sense. Okay.
One more time. One more time.
Hey, did you see that cracker the other day?
Which cracker?
Graham cracker.
Okay. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like he didn't even answer the question, you know?
Okay, see you later.
I think that's how it went. I
Yeah.
don't really remember, actually.
that was how it went.
I like that. Graham cracker's a good name for a good nickname.
It's a great name.
great nickname for.
I love graham crackers. If I
Oh,
could
yeah?
still eat them on the plenty, I'd eat them. You
Yeah.
know, I love. You know what's pretty good, underrated maybe, is Golden Grams cereal. What's your favorite cereal?
Well,
If you could eat
yeah.
any. one
I mean,
you
as a
want.
kid, I think I liked Lucky Charms, maybe.
Oh, you liked Lucky Charms, did you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How about that?
Hey,
I
that's
wouldn't
a
have guessed.
spoiler alert over here. There's going to be something related to the Irish in the top 20 Disney songs.
Jesus.
But you'll see.
Darbio.
But you'll see. You'll see.
Speak to me, Katie. Katie, speak to me, Katie. I get you screaming like the banshees atop of Shannon's Mountain, I will.
Hey, that's pretty good.
No,
Pretty
it
good.
ain't.
You know how old Sean Connery was in that movie?
25.
13.
He was like 28, but
Oh,
I was looking at
28.
pictures of him. I'm like, this guy looks like he's in his 40s.
It's
Well,
like
he's a
that.
man.
I mean,
He's like, he has like a leathery face. Like,
I mean, you know how old James Gandolfini was when The Sopranos started?
don't even.
He's like
trip me.
33 or 34
No
or something.
way.
Yes, and he looks like he's like 50.
That's insane.
I know.
He's got a full family too. I mean,
I
you
know. He
that's
looks
crazy.
so old
It's crazy that he's
People used
younger
to be
than we
so
are.
old.
People used to be old.
He used to be
People
so
are young
old.
now.
People are so young now.
It's true.
I mean,
Have
It's
you
a
ever
thing.
seen the movie Strangers on a Train?
Yeah, I have. French
The main.
or Italian?
no, it's
French?
English. I mean,
no,
it's
no,
made by an
Alfred
English.
Hitchcock.
Oh,
Made
Hitchcock?
by an Englishman, but
It's an American
American
film.
production.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen it.
The main villain in it, he looks really old, and he was like in his early 30s, and he died in his early 30s actually.
Whoa, maybe that's why he looks so old.
Maybe.
Things were different in the past. Do I want to be in the past? Yes.
This is slam poetry.
Do you wish
Things
you
were
could-
different in the past. Do I want to be in the past? Yes.
Do you wish you were your age now in a different era?
Yes.
Really? What
Yes.
era? 80s?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But then you would have to have grown up in the 40s and 50s. Would that have been bad?
I would have been into it.
Really?
I would have been.
You wish
into
you would
it.
rather have been that than your life chunk than what it is now.
Yeah.
Why so?
Because actually, I wish I was probably in my. It would have been fun to be, in my 30s in the 80s.
So
Yeah.
born in the
What about
50s.
hygiene
something
though?
like that. Yeah.
Hygiene and
Wh-
stuff.
Why? Do you just think you would have? The culture would have been better for you?
Yeah,
you could
I
have
think
found
so.
the things you wanted there
I
more?
think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
like in what? Like in love or in work?
love,
or-
career,
Really?
life.
Interesting. The
You
80s
know?
comedy boom
Yeah.
and the 80s women boom.
I always say
The
baby boom.
Baby boom.
Yeah,
Starring
yeah.
Diane
with
Keaton.
Diane Keaton and Harold Ramis.
No, but that's interesting. I mean,
Look, here's the thing. I would have wanted to do that, not knowing about the internet. You know
of
what I
course,
mean?
of course. No, I'm
Like,
saying
you know,
that's
yeah,
just,
definitely. Oh yeah, that would have been great. That would have been fun, actually.
Oh, hey, I mean,
I think. But who knows? Maybe I would have thought then in the 80s. I would have thought, man, I wish I was in my 30s in the 60s or something like that. You
Well,
know?
that's like that movie
Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's like a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
Do you? You like the here and now the
I
most?
haven't really thought about it.
You
I
like
don't
the
have,
power of now?
I don't have a specific. I do think the internet sucks, and I think it's made everything worse. And I would say I don't like our
really?
addiction to technology, and I don't like social media, and I don't like the way also with our jobs, like social media and content, and I would say all that stuff brings me no joy.
I would say that
Well-
stuff not just doesn't bring me joy. I mean, look, I'm on the internet every single day, but that stuff actually kind of depresses me.
Oh, me too,
you know?
hardcore.
Like especially the constant need for content.
It's awful.
you know?
And I'm someone who like has in some ways succeeded at that content game with my podcast specifically, and even having achieved the thing that everyone is searching for, it is completely meaningless and brings no joy, and honestly doesn't even really help.
So all of the fans of Andrew's podcast.
No, I'm
I'm
glad
just
people
joking.
listen
I'm just
to
joking,
our
I'm just joking,
podcast.
joking.
It's not even that. It's like social media specifically.
No, I look,
Like we have on my podcast, it's called Podcast But Outside. We interview strangers on the street, and like we have like 1 million followers on TikTok, and we have like lots of things that have like 20 million views, and we have like lots of viral stuff. And I've achieved that success in that realm that everyone is searching for, and it
doesn't bring you-
It doesn't bring anything. It doesn't bring really financial help. It doesn't really bring like ego. It's just all vapid and useless, and I don't
will
know.
say,
Like
though-
everyone's chasing this certain relevance, and even achieving it, I don't think is something that brings overall a positive thing.
So you want to be in the 80s too?
Oh yeah, I just wish that the social media wasn't. I wish that we were living in a. It sucks because the internet does bring a lot of positives to
Well, no,
life.
I mean, look,
but I
the
think
internet has been
overall
a
it's
great resource.
Overall, I think the way it impacts your daily life and your mental state, I think, is negative.
so you
Imagine-
wish we were living in the mid 2000s
yes, I think the internet was better then.
because we didn't have social media
Yes.
really back
You could
then.
look stuff up. You could look up
stuff up.
directions. You
Right.
could send an email. You could do all these things that are very useful. But I think the last thing the internet needed was streaming, and I think that's it. Stop
To me,
there.
it's a mix because I don't like the internet for a lot of the reasons you say, and social media and people being glued to their phones and
Yeah.
just being
I mean, you
not
don't have a
present in the
smartphone, so
world.
you're
and I
have a
and I
different
don't
experience of it.
Sure, but what I do like about the internet is just wow. Imagine if
source
we had
for
to do the
information.
quarantine without the internet. That
Sure,
would have been
I mean,
such
that would have been a really
weird
hard time.
experience, and it would have been very isolating.
That would have
you
been
know?
very weird.
That would have
Yeah.
been. I mean,
And
I saw so many movies
I saw
during the quarantine.
yeah, no, I mean
I said streaming is good. Let's
The-
keep it streaming.
the internet has been it's such a crazy encyclopedic resource.
It's like a penis.
encyclopenis.
Hey, you know what? You don't need the internet. You just call me. I know the answer. They don't call me Nickipedia.
Nicky actually, yeah, we call him Nickipedia because he knows everything. Seriously, this guy knows everything. About media. About kind of TV and movies.
Really? Is that true?
TV, movies,
And music.
He knows
I know
so
a lot.
much stuff. We do
What
this.
won best movie Oscar?
Best Oscars.
1985. Best film.
1985.
I actually know the answer
I
to
believe
this.
that
It's
was
out of
Africa.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's out of Africa. I knew that. It was
Oh,
out of
really?
Africa. Yeah.
I've seen. We both have seen every Best Picture since
Best Oscar.
Best Oscar since 1957 or something.
Yeah.
What's the best one? 3 Billboards?
That didn't win Best Picture.
It didn't? Yes, it did.
Did it?
Yes.
No, it didn't. No,
Yes,
it
it
didn't.
did.
I bet you $100 it didn't.
Wait. I will bet you. Yeah, I'll bet you $100.
No,
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. No.
Wait,
Damn,
hold on.
Nickipedia. You're tripping up
come on.
Nickipedia right now.
That's a super recent one. I'll bet you $100.
Okay, 2000 that came out in what, 2017?
I don't know. All I know is it won Best Picture.
Maybe you're right.
It did.
Oh no, we saw every Best Picture up
till
till
1999.
No, to 2008 for me or something.
For me,
like that.
99.
Sorry. So you might be right.
I am right.
Damn,
Maybe.
Nickipedia over here, man. Who
I'm
knows
losing
better?
it. I know a lot
Start calling
about
him
older stuff.
Andipedia
Hey,
here.
but I'll tell you this. I have often said that I was born in the wrong time because the kind of music that
You're like,
I
I
make.
should have been born at 5 p.m., not 4 p.m. It's like 1 hour difference.
Well, do you know what time you were born?
I don't.
I do.
What time?
Know what time you were born.
Oh, no.
No,
I was there.
I was born at 2:38 a.m.
Oh. Huh.
No, there's a song by the Beach Boys called I
In my
just
room.
wasn't made for those times, and I really relate to it and the lyrics, and because the music I write is very influenced by 60s.
The Shape of Water won Best Picture. No.
Thank you.
No,
Oh
but don't.
my God.
No, look up 3 Billboards. It won Best Picture. No,
No.
it didn't?
No.
Oh, good thing you didn't bet me.
I would have won $100.
Did it
I
win
wouldn't
Best
have held you to-
Screenplay or something?
No, it won Best Supporting Actor and Actress.
Really? I guess I
Yeah.
thought it won
Sam
Best Picture.
Rockwell.
You were wrong.
Damn.
Man, you were so sure
I
about
was so
it.
sure.
You know what?
I felt like such an idiot.
You question Nickipedia?
Yeah,
I
why
question Wikipedia.
how are you going to question Nickipedia and yet
Damn.
Nickipedia himself questioned himself?
Because he was so
I was
convincing.
so convinced.
He was
Right.
so convinced.
I was very convinced. It won Lead Actress and Supporting Actor.
I just said that.
Maybe it's just that I just hated that movie so much that maybe just being nominated for everything was just
Oh, that's
frustrating.
it. Frances McDormand's not going to cast you in her
Oh,
next
gosh.
movie.
Sam Rockwell, though, he'll forgive you.
The performances were good.
Did you know that
What's the
Sam
movie for me?
Rockwell went to high school with Aisha Tyler, and they went out in high school?
Is that right?
And she's a lot taller than him too.
She's
Aisha taller.
He's tall.
That was quick. You're quick. You're quick.
Yeah,
He's
man.
really one of the
I
quickest
know.
minds of comedy, and I'm not kidding. He's so
That's
good.
so quick.
That's why anybody who's not familiar with it, but you probably are, podcast but outside.
You should just
gotta
have
check
him.
this
We
butt
talk
out.
to people.
Have him on your podcast. He's quick.
You know, I don't get asked to do a lot of podcasts, and I'm always.
He's got
I need
a
to do
very
more.
great podcast, one of the best in the.
Oh,
in
that's
Andrew
nice
is
of you
one
to
of the
say.
greatest minds of our generation.
It's a better podcast than this one. I mean, no
Oh,
offense,
that's
no
nice of you to
disrespect to my
say.
podcast,
That's nice of you to say.
but
This is fun,
his
though. This
podcast is really
easy.
funny, and man, their live shows, which are only on
No, some
Patreon.
of them are on YouTube.
They have these live in studio. I mean, not in studio,
Oh.
in audience, live audience shows.
I
Those are really
think I
fun.
went to the best one.
Yeah, in Brooklyn. That
In
was
I
Brooklyn.
went to some of
Yeah.
the best ones.
No,
Yeah.
but the
I've
one in
seen some of the
Brooklyn
best
though, that
ones.
was really
that was
funny.
really
That was
tough.
so
so
good.
quick, and
Oh,
those
that's nice of
shows,
you guys to say.
those live shows are really good too.
I'm
I
really
mean, when I
honored.
say live,
I mean, it's too bad you didn't go to this Brooklyn one. That was that
the
basketball
basketball
coach.
players?
That
Yeah.
was so cool.
really
It was
funny.
just like
this guy's
that was
very
a real
fast.
event to
He's
be at.
quick as dick.
That's nice.
No,
of you
he's
guys.
quick as
really
dick.
quick. He's quick as dick.
Oh, you guys are
and,
quick
and
too.
The,
He's quick
and the
with-
podcast is really, I think, the perfect format for him. I mean,
It's a good format for
it's
my
a great
brain.
format for you to
It's,
thrive in.
it's,
you know?
Yeah.
I
Thank
think
you.
it's like the perfect format for your brain to
Yeah, I
thrive in.
agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. I have fun with it.
And actually, by the way, his mind is so quick. And we had the Banana Boys on a couple weeks
Oh
ago.
yeah, how was that? Was that fun?
And he was the missing Banana Boy.
Yeah.
But same thing, playing games with him. It's hard actually because he knows the moves to do very quickly. Meanwhile, I take forever to make a move because I'm slow.
But you often win.
No, I don't often
I
win.
think you do.
No, you
win often.
You
I would
often
say
win.
we both win the most.
I don't know about that about me.
I think so.
I win.
You win a good amount.
Good amount sometimes, but he wins a lot.
I can
because
pick up the rules faster. I
He's
think.
very quick at rules, and he also can decide on his moves that are complicated moves very quickly too. Where, so I just.
Oh, that's
okay,
nice of you guys to say.
okay.
You're both very quick as
What-
well.
No, I'm not quick.
I'll tell you what I'm not quick at is deciding on what to order at a restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you always regret it.
Sometimes things
That's
look...
not true.
It's often
That
the
is
case.
not true. Sometimes you know me. Oh, this is what the doctor ordered.
I know, but a lot
how
of
it
times
is, you know what I mean?
you do regret it, and you get really in your head
You
about it.
regretted it the other night,
That's
though.
not true. That is not true.
Well, you
I-
express your regret more vehemently than most. That's
Right.
what I've experienced.
Maybe
Do you agree with that?
if I regret it, but
Yes, if you regret it.
I oftentimes love what I get.
I'll tell you this,
sometimes,
though.
know?
I'll tell you what
You
I'm...
know me when I love what I
No,
get.
I've seen you love it,
Yeah, I love it sometimes. And I think I love this.
but I've seen you not love it, and you just go, "Oh no,
I don't
can't.
do that.
Oh, I can't. Oh,
You make it sound like this. You make me sound like I'm going.
so
Oh, I
bummed."
do not like this. Oh no. Oh.
Well, there was
I
a
do not like it.
there was a situation where
No. I not order this. Take it back.
there was.
That's what you made it sound like. Just
No,
now.
no, you just no. I was not saying that.
You did.
There's a situation where Brent and I were on a roller coaster one time, and
And the
that
roller
will suck.
coaster was quick.
the roller coaster was very quick.
You're gonna do the wrong impression. This is what I did.
Oh yeah,
Okay, should I just say it?
I'll tell the story, and then you can do your impression of what you did. I'll stop at your doing your impression of you.
Okay.
We were on a roller coaster. Brent and I were sitting next to each other at Six Flags.
So were we last weekend.
Oh, you
at
went to
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah. And pretty quickly in the roller coaster, at the first loop, his car keys fell out of his pocket.
No, he's not. He's already wrong. Okay.
Well, at
this is
some
what
point
happened.
in the roller
This is
coaster.
what happened. First of all, the roller coaster.
I mean, your car keys fell out of your pocket.
They were not my car keys. That's the big part of it.
Your
It
house
was-
key.
Yes.
Brent's quick to judgment.
It was my
Okay.
house
Okay.
keys because the car key would actually be worse.
Okay. All right. It was your house key. Either way, it was a key that was important to you.
Yes.
Damn,
It was actually
that
my
sucks.
whole. It was all my keys except
All your
for my
keys.
car key.
Okay, except for your car key.
Fortunately, I keep them separated.
That's smart. Yeah.
and,
Just like the song.
Yeah.
Keep them separated.
Well, I learned from the offspring.
yeah.
You learn from the
Yeah,
offspring.
yeah.
I learned from my offspring.
Yeah.
But
You guys are kind of like the offspring. You know,
right, that's true.
of your family.
Of my
Well,
family.
we're no. It's because Brent used to wear these long braided hair.
Right. And I used to go, oh, why y'all do that? You know, or whatever. Anyway, so I have it was my
Cornrows.
it was a house key. It was actually my mom's place, a key for that place, and then a key for my place, and then also my mailbox key too, I think. And then so we were on this one roller coaster where you
Ninja.
kind of no, it was Tatsu.
Oh.
We were going.
Man, he's getting all the details
It
wrong.
wouldn't have It wouldn't have.
He may be quick,
fallen
but he
out.
doesn't have a
Yeah,
bat.
yeah.
He
No,
doesn't have a
Tatsu
memory.
was the
Memory's
one
bad.
where you.
I know.
You're kind of in a weird position
You're
where
eating
you're
ramen.
up. Yeah, exactly. It's like
That's funny.
you're in a weird position where you're kind of on your stomach. Kind
Yeah.
of,
Oh
or
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like
Yeah. The
that.
position is odd.
And
yeah.
so my keys I thought were in my pocket, a breast pocket, but they were.
That's a
buttoned
weird
up.
place to put them, though.
Well, I thought it was buttoned up pretty well, but anyway, at one point we're turning around, and then I saw my keys just fall out of my pocket. I'm looking down, and they fall into a no man's land
Yeah.
at the park.
Like
you
the
know?
forest,
like you
basically.
couldn't
It
get
was
it.
yeah, it was
like the
it was an
forest.
ungettable place, you know,
Yeah.
and it would have been unfindable probably.
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I just go, oh, my keys just fell out. I said it very calmly while we're in his mind. He said it. This is how I said, oh shoot, I think my keys just fell out while we're going through this kind of intense ride. Shoo, 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 shoo. Oh, I think my keys just fell out. Oh man, that sucks. I said it like that. He goes,
Well, my impression of Brent is
why
you're,
you do
oh,
that?
No, like, no. You're like, oh, my keys fell, and then you go, and then we're like enjoying the rest of the ride. Like there's like, and then there'd be like a cool loop, and he's like, oh, that loop was so cool, but I can't enjoy it because I'm just thinking about my keys. Oh,
I
I
that
didn't
was
say
so
it like
cool.
that.
But
though.
you
I
could
said,
understand.
that loop was cool, but it's hard for me to enjoy this because
You
my
were
keys
not
just
that calm.
Yes,
No
I
one is
was.
that calm
I
on a
was.
roller
Yes, I
coaster.
was.
No.
I was.
That's why
Or maybe we were going around like
you were like,
maybe fine. Maybe I was like this.
my
I
God,
was like,
my keys fell out.
Oh, this is cool, but my keys fell out, so I can't really enjoy it.
Yeah,
that
yeah, it
well.
was like that. It was
okay,
like that.
but I wasn't. You making it sound like I was whining though. and I
No,
was-
no. It was like what you just
Okay,
did.
yeah.
That's why you got to wear really tight pants like I do. Things don't fall out.
For me, I have the head of my penis pierced, and then I attach my keys to that. That's why I've never taken a picture of it because I don't want
See,
someone.
he's quick.
No, that's why I've never taken a picture because I don't want someone
He's
to
got a
copy my
keychain on-
my keys.
Got a keychain on his
Don't want someone to look at the picture of my keys and bring that to the hardware store. A
Right.
picture of my dick with the keys on it,
Thanks.
and they go to the hardware store with a picture of my dick with the keys on it. And they go, hey, can you copy
Can you make-
this? That's why I've never taken.
And then he spreads that picture.
Hey, can you make a copy?
He spreads that picture throughout high school.
That'd be really funny. I'm trying to make a copy of this. You take that to the hardware. And the guy's like, doesn't even acknowledge the penis.
acknowledge-
He's like, okay, yeah, that's a 5.
So it's like a
that's
hill like
four-
this
that's
and a hill like
that's
that.
a 5B, yeah.
It's funny if like you like bring the picture and you're like trying to cover your penis with your finger. He's like, yeah, just look at the key. He's like, I'm sorry, you got to move your finger out of the way. And he's like, okay. And he still doesn't acknowledge it.
But then you walk away, and then you hear him like grinding away, and it's like he's like doing the whole process, and then he comes to you, and it's like a full metal replica of your penis.
Or it's a flesh.
He makes the key. He made the penis.
It's flesh. It's a flesh.
Oh, it's
replica.
like just like a rubber. It's like
some sort of.
It's like a full
flesh.
replica of a penis.
It's actually real flesh.
It's like a dildo replica of your
I'm
penis.
saying it's real flesh.
Yeah.
It's not even a dildo. It's real.
That's very funny.
Did you know that?
Actually, if a fake penis was made from real flesh, would it still be a dildo? I guess.
Made from real flesh.
Or what if it was? If you
That's
cut
one of
off
those catch-22s.
Sorry, let me just understand this. If you cut off a penis, say you cut off Joey Buttafuoco's penis or whatever.
Okay.
And you
John Wayne Bobbitt.
You have John Wayne Bobbitt's penis in your hand. Is that a dildo now? You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you turn Wayne Bobbitt's penis into a dildo?
That's like the new age Tootsie Pop commercial. It's like, hey, Mr. Owl, if you cut off a penis, does that become a dildo? He's like, let's find out. One. He like starts sucking it.
It's
too.
called
He's
a
like,
dildo.
One.
It's a dildo.
Two,
Dildo.
three. And he's like, three. He doesn't even answer the question. He's like, it takes 3 bites, you know? Anyway. You guys know the commercial, right?
Yeah. We're all born in the same era.
Well, because they don't. Those commercials are
play
from
no
like
more.
the 70s, I
Yeah,
think,
they're
right? Or
great.
60s.
So wait, what era do you
No,
want
they
to be?
played in
Would
the
you want to
90s.
be in the 2000s?
No, because then I mean, look, I think we were born in a good era where.
Hey, speak for yourself. You were born 50 days after me.
You're right.
No,
but what I mean is that we didn't have social media when we were kids.
Right.
But we got it when we were old enough that we understand it.
And
whereas I think
we
like,
used it for our advantage in a good, like we used it for projects at school or something like that.
Well, no,
or
I just mean
essays.
like I just feel like at the beginning of social media, it wasn't what it is now.
Oh,
It
I'm
was
sorry.
just, like, sharing
I'm not
pictures with
talking about
friends.
social media. I'm talking about the internet. But
Internet
yeah.
we used, but I just mean like, I mean to be a teenager.
Oh, we
now
were in
and
our
to feel
20s
the-
when
feel the pressures that you experience on social media now as a teenager, I think would be really bad. But I still think we were born late enough that we still understand it and use it, and you understand it as well. But I just feel like
But you understand it less.
a little
No,
less,
just-
a little less. No, it's just I don't know. We were like I think we were all born in like the sweet spot where we get the technology, but our lives weren't ruined by it as kids.
Right. Well,
Well,
yeah,
certainly
that's
not.
true.
Ruined-
Like my father doesn't understand social media or use it, which is fine. I mean, he's a different generation.
I just think it would have been even though the quarantine would have been hard in the 80s, I wouldn't have known that what was possible, the quarantine being possible in the whatever, the 20s, I guess.
Also, you would have been so successful in love and career that you would have had your wife and your TV show. And
But also-
just do
Right,
your
that's
thing,
true
you know?
too.
There might not have been a quarantine because if it weren't for social media, there might not have been a Trump as president. And so we would have caught this COVID a lot earlier and it would have been contained a lot earlier. And so there wouldn't have been a quarantine. So
It wasn't
the
Trump's
80s would have been
fault
okay.
that COVID happened.
They
Look at the whole world. It was everywhere.
Trump's
it wasn't
fault.
Trump's fault.
everything is Trump's fault. No, just kidding.
Did you see he was just on Theo Von's podcast?
No way.
Yes, I watched it this
No, he
morning.
wasn't.
No
Yes.
way.
It's
What?
insane.
That Trump
'Cause
is
he had
on
Bernie
Theo
Sanders.
Do you know who was
Von's
on his podcast last
Bernie
week?
Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
I know.
And then he
I
had
saw-
Trump this week.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy. I watched the whole thing today.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I wonder if he's going to try to get somebody else.
I mean, how does it get any bigger than that? It's
Well,
insane.
Biden. What if he got Biden?
Kamala Harris.
I think
Kamala
Trump is a
Harris.
bigger get than Biden.
What about Kamala Harris?
No, but what about Kamala Harris?
He's gotta get the other
You talked
ticket.
about that. He did get the other side. He got Bernie.
That's
you know?
That's
crazy
not-
that he had Trump
It's
on the
really
podcast.
funny too. He's saying the craziest stuff to Trump. It's so funny.
Really?
Oh,
He's like,
Really?
it's just the stuff he says is so insane.
What does he say?
He just says such crazy. I mean, first of all, he calls Trump like homie and stuff. It's so funny.
This is an endorsement for Theo
I mean,
Von's
it's just
podcast,
really. I've
man.
never watched his full podcast, but it's really funny. And he's like he's talking about how he used to be addicted to cocaine, and Trump's like asking questions because Trump has never done drugs or drank alcohol. Or
I know. I
whatever.
relate.
Yeah,
That's
you relate to
something I
that?
do admire about Trump.
And he's just like asking Theo like what cocaine is like and stuff. He's like, and that's a more of an upper than alcohol. It's just like a funny this conversation. And he's like, oh yeah, homie. He's like cocaine. You'll make you. He goes, cocaine will turn you into an owl, man. It'll make you feel like a mechanic. He's just saying like the craziest stuff. And Trump's just like nodding his head. And he's like, yeah, you do coke. He's like, you do cocaine. You be out front of your house. You become your own street lamp. Like just stuff that makes no sense. And
That's
Trump's
funny.
just
and
like,
he does
yep.
his
Trump,
kind of
it makes
poetic,
sense to Trump.
Yeah, poetic
surrealism
surrealism.
kind of stuff that he does. You know.
It's so funny the stuff he says. Is
Well, hey, look.
Funny.
So check out Theo Vaughn's podcast.
I mean, if you haven't yet, it really
this
made
last weekend. You know,
it really just straight up made me laugh. And then Trump's talking about his. These clips are on social media too. Trump's talking about like how good the economy was under Trump, and Theo's like, "Oh yeah, my cousin bought a boat back then." So funny.
All right, well, look, we're gonna wrap this one up.
We'll wrap it up.
I mean, look, long live the '80s, long live whatever.
Well,
era
you didn't ask me what
Long
era
live the
that I
Rat
would.
King.
What era
You
would
didn't ask me.
What era would you be?
I think like probably the '60s.
Yeah,
I mean,
I hear that.
if it,
I like.
and
the
we're not
60s.
counting like civil rights stuff and things like that, like racial inequality and stuff like that. Just the aesthetic,
Yeah, I know. I hear that. I love the '60s for that.
But the '80s too.
I love the '80s, man.
Did you hear about
actually-
did you hear about this new hotel in New York at JFK?
At JFK.
Yeah, there's a hotel at JFK that's called TWA Hotel, and it's in the old TWA terminal, and it's all like Mad Men 50s and 60s vibe.
Oh, that's
it looks
cool.
really cool. It's at the terminal.
Wait, what era would you
The
want to
terminal
live?
is a hotel.
What era?
I don't have an answer.
The terminal is a hotel.
Yes, the old terminal is now a hotel, and it's like you open up your windows and it's like on the tarmac. It looks
I
really
think
cool.
I'm flying in a JFK when we go back.
Hey, take a night, stay there. It
I'll
looks
just
really
say
cool.
this. It would have been interesting doing the quarantine in the '80s. I probably would have been going to the video store to get tapes. I would, videotapes, pornos. I'm just kidding. I would get because I watched a ton of movies in the quarantine. It must have been that.
And
but
Duke would have ruined all of those pornos for you.
who? Oh
Duke.
yeah, exactly.
Duke.
I wonder how I would have dealt with not having interactions with people because I didn't interact with anyone except for on Zoom and stuff. So I wonder what that would have been like, or
Right.
how I would have dealt with that.
I know.
You know?
We played.
It would have been a different. I would have approached the whole thing differently, though. Maybe I would have, found somebody to do it with. Or something like that. I don't know.
We all played
Board
games over
on
Zoom, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, it really helped, with the quarantine. But you're right. You would have found your way. You would have read a lot. You probably would have read more books.
Yeah, I would have done. It would have been a different approach.
But like Amazon,
I'm
really
thankful for the
helped you.
internet for how we doing the quarantine. I was able to work and play.
I mean, look, there's no doubt that the
And
internet
shop.
brings a lot of benefits to our lives. I'm
Well,
not saying
it's a
doesn't.
great
It's just a
resource.
double-edged sword.
I
It's
totally agree with
encyclopedia.
you, and it's a depressing notion how much dependence we have on
Yeah.
not just the internet but social media to improve our careers.
Yeah.
Well, look,
yeah,
speaking of the internet, look, this is what's going on, all right? Check out Andrew Michaan's podcast But Outside. It's on YouTube. I kind of recommend the visual version of it, but it's audio also.
Yeah,
you can find it
YouTube,
on-
or you can watch clips on Instagram.
They have a Patreon.
TikTok, and then my own personal social media is Andrew Michaan, Michaan. Sometimes I post clips of my stand-up. Sometimes, I try to post stuff if possible.
Funny pics or whatever.
Fun stuff,
Nikki is in a group called Max and Nikki.
It's
It's a comedy duo.
comedy and music
Then they
duo.
do music as well.
You can follow us at Max and Nikki on Instagram.
Silhouette City is
But-
the name of his band, and they released an
Good
EP
music.
about a year ago, and you could check that out. It's called Who Do You Want to Be? And check that on all the outlets.
Did you make us a song for our podcast? You did, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Use
We
it?
did. Yeah.
We should use it again. We'll use it again, and we'll plug
Most
your,
definitely.
your album again.
I listen to it sometimes because I'm like, I really like the song we made for your
Oh,
podcast.
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll
you
use
should
it
just
again.
make it the permanent song. No, I'm just kidding. But no, use it again, sure.
Yeah, I'd love to.
But yeah,
and-
Who Do You Want to Be is the name of the album we
Yeah.
released a year ago,
Yeah,
and
great.
Now
I
we're
think it's good.
now check this out. We're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna go after. We're gonna go unzip. Okay, we're gonna unzip. We're gonna get into our top Disney songs. You're gonna want to.
And I'm
going to
tell that story.
And he's gonna tell this some seedy, weird story about some kind of dick pic or something like that.
More than that.
More than that. Well, it's a rectal pic. Okay, a rec pic, a rec peck. And he's going to talk about his teacher did that apparently, okay, and or something like that. Maybe it was the picture of his teacher's taint. Okay, it's a taint paint. You're gonna want to check that out on it's patreon.com/poundcast. Okay, there's some other stuff on there, but mainly the benefits are you get the episodes, you get extended version of the episodes. Okay, you get and you get a what's it called? You get it 2 days early. Okay, you get minimal ads. The only ad you'll hear is the jerky ad. That's it. And all the other ads, no ads. Okay, that's a nice benefit, right? And it's a lot of fun. There's also little bonus things there to check out anyway. And then if you want to watch the show, youtube.com/thepoundcast. And you can watch, you see how long Andrew's hair is and see that you really like it for the women out there. And then the men, you're going to say, yeah, get a trim, and you can check out Nikki and you can check out me. And we're also on Instagram at the Poundcast.
Thank
and
you
so
for having
forth.
me.
Thank you.
Hey,
for
and
having,
thank you guys
Thank
for being
you.
here.
And thank you to Billboard for doing this whole network.
Billboard,
here.
yeah. Thank you for
Billboard,
Billboard
yeah.
at All Things Comedy. And also, thank you to Aaron Brunkart behind the boards. And thank you to Jack Birch behind the other boards. Jack Birch behind the other boards. And I think next week, I'm not sure, I think Doug will be on the episode. And I think we're getting, we have a guest who, I got to remember who that is, but it'll be a surprise.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Yeah. And thanks to Nicky Weinbach, Andrew Michaan. I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to go on Zip. We'll see you either next week or we'll see you in just a moment. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Brent Weinbach. Goodbye.
I'm not.
My name is Nicky.
Brent talking. Brent, what will Brent talk about today? Brent talking to some pimples. Brent will talk to friends and Brent talking on the Poundcast.